Hello everyone. In this video, we will see how to build a video calling application using Flutter and ZEGOCLOUD. So let's see what is ZEGOCLOUD. ZEGOCLOUD is a platform which provides voice and video chat APIs in order to implement in your application. It has been used by StarMaker and other applications. So what they have is they have their pre-built UI which you can easily use in your application in a matter of minutes to get started with video calling. So among them there is a video calling UI kit which is totally compatible with Flutter. So we will use that in order to build our application. So let's go and sign up to the platform. Every sign up gives you 10,000 minutes, free minutes, and you can use that to test your application. So I have created the account and I will do a login. So here, this is the dashboard. You can see there are 10,000 minutes that you get as a free trial. I have created an application using voice and video call. So in order to create an application, you will go to create your application. You will select which type of service that you are going to use. There is voice and video call, video conference, live streaming, live audio room such as Clubhouse, then in-app chat, video game streaming, live shopping, one-on-one tutoring, and many more. You will also have watch together and online karaoke. So we will select voice and video call and then we will go to next. So here you just have to provide your app name and then you have two things. Either you can use the UI kit or else you can use the SDK to customize your application. So in this video we will be using their UI kit to build our application. Okay. So once we give some name, we can go to start with UI kit. Okay. So when you do that, it will create your project and then it will take you to the documentation. So let's go back and go to the application that we have created, and here you will get all the details. So two things that you need is the app ID and the app sign. Okay. You have to copy that and keep it aside. Let's go to the view guide. So here it will automatically select Flutter and then here you will have the quick start guide. So you have a video to demonstrate the whole thing. Other than that, what you have to do basically is add this package to your popspec.yaml using this terminal command. Then you will be only using the Zego UIkit pre-built call widget, which will take the app ID, the app sign, user ID, username, and then there is a call ID. So the call ID is the unique ID which will connect multiple user to the same call. So the caller ID has to be the same for each member of the call. Okay. So with that, there are many options to configure your application. Okay. Then the setup for Android is simple. You just have to go to your build.gradle and the compile SDK version has to be 33. Then the minimum SDK version has to be 22 and the minimum SDK version has to be 21. Then we have to add this following permissions to our main manifest, so android manifest.xml, and then what we have to do is we have to create a ProGuard file. So let's go back to our code where I have created a sample project, and here if you see inside the Android app I have created a ProGuard.profile, ProGuardRule.profile, and then I have added the following line. Then you have to go to your build.gradle and in the build type you have to add this ProGuard file get default ProGuard file line from here. So you will copy it and paste it there. For iOS you have to add the following permission to your info.plist, and then you have to go to your you have to open your project in Xcode. So let's do that. So let's go to our code. We'll open the iOS folder. There we'll have runner.xc workspace. We will drag that into our Xcode. So here what you have to do is you have to go to your runner. You may not be able to see it because This is a very small window. So you have to select runner, you have to go to build settings, and then you have to go to this following thing. You have to search for distribution and you will find build libraries for distribution. You have to select no. Once you have done that, we are ready to start the application. So let's go back to our code and see how we have written the functions and how we have written our application. So in the main.dart file, we have a simple main.dart file, and then we will go to the home page. Inside the home page, I have a button which will take you to the call page. So I have created a elevated button. Inside that we have the pre-built call page. Okay, simple. Now in this pre-built call page, I have a variable ID, and in the init function, I am getting the unit ID of that device and then storing the value inside the ID. If the ID is null, I am showing circular progress indicator. Other than that, I am using this ZEGOCloud pre-built call function or the widget and passing the app ID, app sign, ID username. So I'm creating a random username using ID, the test username, and then the caller ID has to be same. So for now, I have just kept it as call underscore ID. Config, there are properties that you can add. So for now, what we have is like if you are only the single person in the room, it will automatically end the call. So now let's run this application in two devices at once. So now we will run the iOS version of the app using VS Code, and from the Android Studio I will just open the Android folder and I will run it in the Android emulator. So we are using the one-on-one video call function, and this will only allow one caller and one viewer to join the call. You can also use group video call where you can add multiple person to a single call. So now the application is running on both the devices. So what I'll do is I will start the call from the Android device. I will click on the pre-built call and you will see that my call has started. The number of the device and test user is being shown. The camera is running. I can also disable the camera and you can see that there is a glow effect behind the name which signifies that the audio is running. And then I will also join the call from the iOS device and it will immediately connect both users. So you will be able to see that there is another user who has joined in, and now there are two calls at a time. So you will be able to see these things. Yeah, so you will be able to see the user at the top, the current user, and the person is in the middle. Okay, so this is a way to easily implement video calling feature in your application within few minutes. So you only have to use a single widget, which is the Zego UIkit pre-built call. So this is for one-on-one video call. Thank you for watching, and in the next video we will implement the group video call feature, and we will also deep dive into other features of ZEGO UIkit.